Hey, you got me. I am DJ Strick, and this is the Streamers Hub. And this so happens to be the fourth Monday in November. So, you know what the fourth Mondays are? It's an opportunity for the panel to get together. So, let me have everybody come in now into the stream. There's Miss Erica. There's Joe. Listen, this is the panel for tonight, and I'm sure we might get Matt coming in a little bit later. That being said, how are you guys doing?
Doing pretty good.
Awesome.
Now,
Absolutely awesome.
Joe, it's like super late where you are right now.
Sure. It's only midnight.
It's only midnight. That's still early, right?
Midnight, lost and found, brother.
It's still work that can be done. Erica, how have you been?
So far, so good.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So tonight, guys, we're going to be going over some small businesses as far as their YouTube channel. I think it's important right now. I actually did a whole coaching session on how you can make money on YouTube, and the focus was to help real small businesses, people that's in the service industry, understand the use and the power of having a great YouTube channel to be able to, meet their audience, do live streams and connect with their people about their products and service, or even do how-to videos in their industry. Because I do feel like a lot of times people, they don't mind. Sometimes they want to know how to do it, and then they figure out knowing how to do it, that's too much. Let me just call you to do it. So you can still get work out of it. But it's an opportunity to show people that you know what you're doing, how to get it fixed, how to get it done, and how to clean it, how to service whatever that is. And people know you have the know-how and will call you. What do you guys think about that?
I'll agree with you. I've had trouble trying to explain YouTube to people, and I don't know how I was saying it, but my English must have been horrible, and I couldn't get through. It was just so far over everyone's head. So, yeah, YouTube's not my platform. I think I get through better with LinkedIn.
I get it. Same kind of concept with LinkedIn, but more importantly with YouTube, it is definitely the reason why I like YouTube. And I tell you guys this, I just think as a platform, it has its monetization down. Like it, basically you have a couple of thresholds that you can overcome. First one being 1,000 subscribers, and then the second one being 4,000 watch hours. Like once you're over that threshold, people that watch your channel and also watch the ads that are placed there, you get paid for the ad revenue from that. It's not going to save the world, but there are definitely people that have made a lot of money from ad revenue through YouTube viewers. It's not simple, it's not easy, but it is a business opportunity for people if you know how to put compelling videos up that meets a need inside of a niche. You got it. It works. What do you think about that, Joe?
I think I'm a little bit like Eric in some ways. My sort of 6 years of live streaming were predominantly on other people's sites or traditionally on Facebook because that's what we own. But as we're trying to move away from that, through the likes of yourself, DJ, and a number of sort of key other, I don't say key other people, so I don't need to blow smoke, my brother, but it is because when you don't know something, you don't know. And people come to the live stream it and they think, okay, well, YouTube, what do I do? Well, actually, we are nothing if not open and 100% honest here on the hub every single time. It's one of those things that one stream live, it's one of the standing things. Honest, authenticity, we talk about that all the time. So for me, I, obviously with the new project, Livestream Solutions, Livestream Academy, I've just started to have built my own YouTube channel. So I have been looking at things as a newbie. I'm looking at things from a lot of my clients, are small and local businesses currently. That's obviously clearly looking to expand massively. But we're looking at the question is that the best channel for them? And actually, I think it is. I think there's so much niche little things there as long as it's not just a panacea for all. It's got to be part and parcel, but I think it's a very, very powerful channel that I never really got before, but I'm beginning to.
So as you build it, and this is what I want to help people with, this information you got to have out there about your business anyway. So if someone wants to know who your business is and what you do, they go to your website, and there's nothing on your website that's current. Even the current blog, current article, like everything needs to be current. Like you're actively working your website, you're actively communicating with people about what you do, you're educating your consumer or your customer about what you do, even if it's industry standards, articles about what the government may have approved inside of your whatever business that you do. Having the information on your website lets people know that you are active in your website. Your business is still open. You are still doing some things that people can call you now and say, hey, I'm actually looking for this type work. Can you do it? And you'll get those calls a little more readily when you are active on your website. That being said, if your website also has a link to your YouTube channel where you can actually talk to your customers about what it is that you do. So uh, I'm really would use this for people that are solving some type of problem. I talk about this all the time. Your YouTube channel, and I think it should also be your small business. So there's a couple of circles that I use. Erica, you may have seen me do this before when I talk about a niche. So doing something that you love is important, even in your small business. Doing something that you're skilled at is also important because you want to be good at what you love to do. And then you also need to be doing something to where you're meeting the need of a person, client, customer, consumer. You're meeting a need. And where those circles kind of meet in the middle is where your niche is. You love to do it, you're skilled at it, and you are meeting a need. That's your small business. And that also can be how you focus your YouTube channel. Once you focus your YouTube channel on meeting a need at something that you love to do and that you're skilled at, the love part of it gives you the longevity, something that you do over and over and over again. The skill part is while you're doing it over and over again, you're really good at it. And you're just showcasing your skill to people on your YouTube channel. And then while you're showcasing your skill, guess what? You're answering questions and meeting the need of your consumers. That's where YouTube comes in, and it from pays better than a lot of the other social media sites, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. They have what they call, at some point they have like funds that are paying creators out of, but it's not a constant thing. Once you meet YouTube's threshold or their partnership program, I'm not saying you're getting hundreds of thousands of dollars, but as you grow your audience, as you grow your subscribers, as people are watching your videos, it does start to grow for you. And there are people that make millions of dollars on YouTube. That being said, I want to do this really quick. I should have started with this, guys, but I want to talk about how people can also join our streamers partnership program with OneStream Live. Maybe you're someone like Erica, like Joe, like myself, and you feel like you're a great communicator. And you could also be a part of the streamers partnership program by sending one of your social media profiles to content at onestream.live. Again, that's content at onestream.live. Let them know, hey, this is my social media channel where I have all of these followers, all of these viewers, and I would love to be a part of this program as well. And I am sure that you could do that. Also, we have 55% commissions on affiliate marketing. So as we're talking about using YouTube as a way to actually get paid, guess what? You can also make money by reselling through affiliate marketing OneStream Live. Anytime someone purchases OneStream Live through your link, guess what? You get paid 55% commission on that sale. It is really that simple. So now, Joe and Erica, as we talk about these YouTube channels And I think I've said enough about why it's important, how people can actually use it. You can connect it to your website. People can actually see. You can be up to date. You can have things that you would have. Someone comes to your site and you were talking about something that was pertinent to your business just last week. That gets you at a place where people are saying that your site is active. Like these people are actively on their site. They're actively doing YouTubes. They're actively doing something. They're probably open. They probably can answer my question. And sometimes people like myself, if I do find a channel of someone that is selling a service or have a business, I might look at multiple videos to get a true sense of who that person is, who the owner of that company is. Have you guys ever done that? Just went and did a real research job of trying to figure out who the person is behind the company?
Yes, I'm addicted to research and nosy, so I gotta find out.
I think it's
That
important.
YouTube University is a real thing.
It really is. It really is. And if people are putting information out there, guess what? I want to go through it all. How about you, Joe? Have you found yourself like researching the person you wanted to do business with on their YouTube channel?
Yeah, I did it with live streamers. So our new excuse me, our new site's about 90% done. All of those streamers have all come from people that I've researched in the past, reached out to, then got to know with. In fact, tomorrow afternoon, I've got an hour-long, 30-minute meeting with the delightful Erica Bates, all about virtual summits. So there we go. And it's as simple as that. Yeah, okay, I met Erica through this, but also sort of virtual summit thing. And it was like, do you know what? That's brilliant. So for me, research. I just soak up information because I want to learn, I want to understand, and I don't need to be an expert, but it's out of courtesy. So we will be offering virtual expos next year through our new company, and one of the things is there are two people I know. Erica's one, and there's a girl called Susie Manley who runs 5 Foot Rope in Australia, who are, for me, the experts on virtual summits. Slightly different than what I'll be doing, but it's the same real theme. So so that's my research. So why wouldn't I go to the experts,
right,
and people I respect, and reach out and say, okay, so I've learned enough about it to know that there's a niche there, and that's why I'm going to offer it. I also want to work with some of these people. And out of courtesy, I've taught myself enough that when I do have a conversation, I'm not wasting their time. I can at least understand a little bit about it. And I think that is all part, DJ, of that authentic piece of what you're doing.
There you go. There you go. And it's cool that you guys have connected. You and Erica, she's definitely somebody. I mean, I talked to her when she came on to the show. It's like, hey, Erica, I need your help. Let's talk about this systems and operations and all that kind of stuff. Like, she is a true jewel to all of us for tons of information and how this stuff works. So she is extremely humble. You know, she's really humble, but, you know, she is really that person that we could call on to kind of get us help for all of the stuff that we're doing when it comes to being content creators, and definitely from the virtual summit piece, she has that down pack. So congratulations and big shouts out to you, Erica, for what you're doing.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Problem. And I have to say this, like, I'm a part of this community, you know, in partnership. Or one of the things, the other person I saw doing a lot inside of the OneStream community was Erica. You know, she gave me an opportunity to see, okay, this is how we can be engaging inside of the OneStream Live group. And I'm so thankful for that. She was one of the first ones that was kind of going live and helping people in the community. It's just awesome to have somebody like you, Erica, that is willing to give the time that you have to help other folks. So thank you again. And let's help some people right now when it comes down to YouTube channels and how they look. All right. So we reached out this week. OneStream reached out to some people that are small business owners and asked if they would like for us to kind of give our expert opinion about their site, the YouTube page that is, in their channel. And what we want to do tonight is just kind of give a high level look at what are the aesthetics. Okay, how does it look when someone gets to your page, and is it easy for them to navigate? Because there's definitely ways to do it to where it's easy to navigate, and sometimes it can be hard. And Joe and Eric, and I hope, as we talk through this, you guys can give your opinion, but also we all will be learning a little bit tonight about what it looks like when people do get to your page. So sometimes we think they're just watching videos, but sometimes people search for your actual page. And I want to start with this guy named Linux tonight. And I want to see if I can add this into the stream. Let's see if we can be a little smaller here so we can make him bigger. Here we go. Now, Linux it looks like it's Linux Media. And starting on his banner here. Now, I know a little bit about these banners, guys. One of the reasons why this is actually cut off is if you're using mobile or iPad or a mobile phone, it doesn't show the full banner that you see on a computer. However, you do want to extend your banner all the way out, even if people do use computers. Okay, so it does look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing to the eye. So yes, the information inside of this narrow box is what you want, but you still can extend this banner with the red on one side and the blue on the other. Okay, I just think that is, so important to what you're doing. To make it so that everybody, whether they're on a mobile phone, iPad, or because it's 3 different dimensions you want to be aware of on this banner. Okay, you just want to be aware of that. Anything on that end, guys, that you see that kind of stands out to you?
I'll say something about his one link. It looks like he's going to his Facebook page. So unless if that's what he's trying to grow, that's good. But if he's not, then I would say go to your website. Not that I could talk, but if that's where he wants to grow.
That's a good point. That's a really good point to make. Especially if it's a media. So maybe you have a website where you have some more of your media stuff, some or some on-demand things there. Because as I look at his page here, let me do this. Even with the subscribe and the check and all of that, these are not links. It's not really going anywhere. And it's not a name unless Linux Media is the same name for all of these social media platforms. You just want to be aware of that. So let me do this because this is one thing that I did see, and definitely the guy's doing well without this stuff. He's almost got 10,000 subscribers here, but there's a link here, and it kind of opens up more of the about. Welcome to a completely independent channel, Linux Media, and it goes on to talk about what he does. Your view, your like, subscription means a lot to me. Let's continue to support each other. He did say new episodes are coming and a tour legend. So, and then he has like you said, the links go right back to his his Facebook page, where I would love to see, just like you, his website there. And if he's using Facebook for a website, hey, I get it. It's a free website. But having a website for people to get more information is important. He does have the featured video here, his trip to the hotel, which is really cool. It's 1 minute and 26 seconds there, but it looks like people are viewing that. I want to get to all of his videos because it didn't look like he did anything live. So now I'm just going to his videos, and he's got one with 27,000 views?
Are you looking under popular?
Let's go to popular. 85,000. Yeah, 85,000 views. And that was 6 months ago.
Seems like the videos are short and there's no thumbnails.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And we talk about that all the time, the importance of thumbnails and having thumbnails on your videos
It
is
seems
really,
like it's
really
working
important.
for him though.
In a certain sense, because a lot of times, let me go back to this. A lot of times when you say things are working, it's working based off of number that we might say that it's good. Like we might say, oh, that video with 2,000 views. I mean, that's great. But what if he had a thumbnail and he can get 20? Because
Makes sense.
the thumbnail average or the thumbnail said more of what we needed to see to click the video. Now, I'm probably thinking he gets a lot of videos that gets too suggested. And it, you kind of people are not searching for it. Maybe they watch something else around the certain topics, and then his videos goes in suggested, and that's how they can get views. But you make a great point. Thumbnails could really help. I would also say, because these things are random, coming up with a playlist. And let me go. So we're on the side again, so we can see this a little better. And he does have. Okay, so he did make one playlist here. I want to go back, but that's also important. Playlist works to help a lot of things. Could you guys hear that music?
I didn't hear it.
No.
Okay. So playlist helps in a lot of occasions. So if you are a new channel, all right, and you have a particular niche, it is very smart, or can be a very good tool, to actually make a playlist inside of your niche, placing your video or videos at maybe like the second video, the fourth video, the fifth video inside of some of the larger YouTubers in your niche. All right, maybe the largest YouTuber in your niche, you put that video first, and then the second video in that playlist is your video. Now, that is a technique to help you get views on videos. But if you are someone that's trying to be a thought leader, or getting clients, selling a widget or a product, those things can help you get visibility as well. Have you guys ever heard that as a technique at all?
I haven't.
No. It sounds eminently sensible, because it's sucking somebody in a positive way, to into it's a hook, another hook, DJ, I think, isn't it? Really,
it is.
And then it takes them to you. So that's quite interesting on playlists, because literally, as we spoke about before we went live, mine literally started being built yesterday. My channel, and so I put. For me, all of the previous, because we've got a whole rake of previous shows now, we're expanding the business, so it'll be playlists by category, by small business, by clients, etc., etc. And I wouldn't have dreamed of putting something of mine inside one of their playlists, but you could put a short potentially in that, as long as it's within a theme, I think, so it doesn't put people off, because if people are looking at a playlist, there might be a reason for it, perhaps.
Oh, definitely. You want to keep it in the theme. So you're building a playlist based off of a question or a scenario or something that you're answering. But instead of, especially if you're a small channel, instead of trying to lead that playlist, you're actually allowing the thought leader in YouTube, a larger channel, to be the first thing that they click. Your video will be the second video. And so if people want more information about whatever it is, all they have to do is just wait to see your video next. Or if you're tackling the information from several different scenarios, and you have more than one video on one topic, you just add a playlist to where every other video is one that you talk about. I mean, this works for musicians and artists and all of that. So if you got a hot song or whatever, or you building in my case, my wife is a smooth jazz artist. So get the #1 song for that month or the biggest artist for that month and have them actually be the first video, but yours is the second, the fourth, the sixth. I mean, every other video is yours, so people will begin to see it. And you use, in this case, maybe using it from a music standpoint could be seen a little better, but you use some of those larger artists because people like that, like their music. You use their music to kind of help push your music in your channel and increase your visibility. So that's the idea with playlists. So anytime you share, anytime that you would actually share a video, the idea is to not share just a video, but share the video inside of a playlist. So when
I've heard
people,
that before.
yeah, when they click on a video, they're actually clicking onto the playlist. So they'll watch what they clicked on for you because you shared that video, but that video also has several other videos. So you keep them inside of your loop of content that you want them to have.
So it almost ties into when we're talking about SEO on sites or blogs, relevance and authority.
Exactly.
It's still relevant, and it brings the authority from someone like yourself. So for me, one of our playlists, for example, will be, because we're underpinned by the Livestream Academy. So how do you do what we've shown them? How do we do what DJ? I mean, you've just got a rake of stuff there. How would Erica do on virtual expos and put those in? So it builds backwards and forwards that relevance and authority in the same way.
Exactly. Exactly. And, you know, it's kind of like, if you're smart about it, I did this in radio all the time. I had local artists that I wanted to support and play their music, but I didn't think that I need to play, okay, so these next 3 songs are all local artists, because people would tune it out. You know, they didn't want to hear the local artists. They wanted to hear their favorite artist. So what I would do is play their 2 of the favorite artists. Everybody's having a good time, and then I'll play the local artist. And the idea is, in their mind, this local artist will be on the same playing field as those 2 artists I already played.
Smart.
Man, so that's what you want to do with your playlist, is to actually build your authority along with people that have the authority. Now, people would see how many times that video was watched, but I guarantee you will increase your viewership by just placing it in a playlist along with those other folks. Anyways, that's just, you know, a little tidbit about playlists and how they could work and actually help you. You know, alongside of that, let me add this back in. Having some shorts will make a difference as well. He does have some shorts here. And building that out makes a difference as well. All right. So his shorts, his video, and then home. I think that it makes sense. Got his videos and his shorts. This is just something I would add on this screen playlist. You have videos, you have shorts, and then you have playlists, and people are able to will be able to peruse what it is that you want them to see. Okay. So let's do this. Let's go to the next one here that I have. And this one is technical engineering. Okay, technical engineering. And I want to see what this channel is about. This channel has got some good videos from which civil engineers can benefit. Animations and tutorials. This channels cover many concepts of civil engineering and construction. And they have social media, of course, Facebook and Instagram. They don't have a website listed here. They got the subscribers, they got videos, they have 461 videos. This is really good. And over 400,000 views on this website, on this channel, which I think is really cool. Now, based on what you're seeing here, anything that stands out to you?
The cats.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I like the logo. But I don't understand the cats.
No.
So if we're having somebody that's technical engineering, I would I guess because it's a title, I would capitalize the E in engineering, and I would have some type of. I would put my logo there, even if it was just a logo in white all the way across. I would do that other than the cats. Um, it may be a personal thing, like these may be your cats. It is a great photo of cats, but it does not connect with what, from a YouTube channel perspective, as a channel banner, it doesn't connect with technical engineering. Okay.
Mm.
Anything else, Joe? Would you add anything to that?
No, not really. From what I'm seeing, it just I'm reading technical engineer. My OCD was drawn to the small e on the engineering straight away. I actually got the logo and what the logo was meant to be, but I was put off. Actually, I would be those two small things: the picture of the cats and the small e. Maybe it's just that's just like, no, it's gone. I don't get it. I'm not even looking at how successful it is. I've just moved on already from it, which is probably wrong and negative. But it's not attracting me because of those small things straight away. It is quite a big turn off, DJ.
So I'm glad you said that, and let's make another point. Let's come back here on the screen, the three of us. So all of us here are doing some things in the social media space, virtual space. And in order to be good at it, you have to be able to do multiple things. And as you're doing multiple things, your time is really important. So if your time is important, you also have to then think about the end user and how important their time is. People, from an American standpoint, Joe, don't like wasting time. And if they have to think about what it is that your channel or that video is going to be about, if they have to think about it, guess what they're doing? They're swiping to the next thing. They're going.
But wait a minute. Did it matter if he had cats? I'm just not a fan of cats. He's got more subscribers than me. I'm thinking it didn't matter. I don't like that small e either, but I'm thinking people watching his videos, he's got a lot of views there. Did it really
He does have
matter?
a lot of views. He does have a lot of views, but what we're trying to do is help him get to the next step.
Okay.
Because he could probably have more views if he made just some small changes. You're right. Does it really matter? He's been on YouTube since 2016, which 2017 was one of those booming times for YouTube. And let me bring him back up, just so we could see some of the things that could stand out. So a lot of people are putting videos up and allowing YouTube to grab it, and I get it. You want YouTube to be able to grab it and get suggested, but this is on his video page. I had to click to this. So someone was looking for technical engineering, and you know who's looking at this page more than anything? Oh, I'm so glad I thought of this. Google is looking at this page more than anybody else. Okay, and I'm saying Google, YouTube is trying to figure out where to send these videos to. The audience, who's looking at technical engineering? Who wants to see these shorts? Who wants to see now these videos about construction? Who should I send this to? Who's watching construction? I think it was one of the shows. And I was going on and on about watching somebody cut grass. Like, I'm not, I love to cut grass. I'm here in the South of America. And of course, we have these big old yards. You have to cut them, and then you have to make your yard look better than your neighbor's yard. It just is what it is. I didn't go to anybody's page. It came up as suggested, and I'm watching all of the videos, but one video leads to the next. So as you have that, the system needs to know where your videos are, and having them on the front page does help. But as I'm going through these, if you guys can see, there's very few that's over 50 views. There's some.
I'm wondering whether a lot of that early success was, like you say, built on back in 2016, 17, 18, when it was a bit of a hype. If you like, almost version 1.0. But since then, there's really not a lot been done on it, and there's a whole random pile of stuff.
Right.
I wonder what happened with the thumbnails. Did he get tired of them, or was somebody making them for him, and then they just stopped?
Right. So the consistency of that is a big deal.
I remember asking DJ if he could get one stream, if we could do a hub show one time on thumbnails, because for me, it is one of those things, because I find them so important. I find them very capturing. And if you don't have them, you miss them.
Right.
And I think it's real key. And people like yourselves are brilliant at them, which is why I really, some lessons on those.
Joe, I'm going to help you out really quick with thumbnails. And it's called Canva. Tons of templates. All you do is put your picture in or whatever kind of picture you want and change the title, and you got it. Like, it's already set up.
Yeah, I mean, I've got Canva and I play around with it. But again, really great point, DJ, you brought up before about time when you're a one-person band and the things you can do. And I'm trying to step away from things which is not a good use of me and my time. And one of that is that creative thing with fat jumbly fingers on a phone.
So here's the other one, Fiverr.
Yeah.
Fiverr, like finding a graphic designer to do thumbnails in Fiverr. I don't know if it'll be $5, but it probably wouldn't be more than 10 or 15.
Good call.
All right. That's just really, really quick. Other, there's more than one way of doing something. And finding somebody else on the team, if you have multiple people on a team that can take that on, that works as well. Nothing here, like it is random. This name was submitted. So just being able to help, my suggestion is, if we're talking about the homepage, fix the banner here. Even if it's just putting in the logo instead of the cats. Maybe they decided to focus on shorts at some point, because it does look like they've got a fair amount of views on some of these shorts.
It is for the number of subscribers, which is only 700 odd. So it's obviously being pulled through it somewhere.
So he's definitely that may be what the difference is. Let me just keep going and see how many he has. Yeah, it looks like they decided, Erica, to concentrate on shorts. Well, you guys may not didn't see this, but it is a India company, or a company out of India, and they were the first ones to get shorts as a feature inside of YouTube. So YouTube was actually pushing shorts in that area. So maybe this is where a lot of his viewership is, because that's where he decided to focus on, because that's where YouTube was pushing everybody. And they did use it as the first group to do that with. So okay. And, with shorts, you don't automatically have to do thumbnails.
Yeah.
Get it. I mean, you can do a thumbnail for them, but hey, I get it. And it looks like that's the direction they went. And that would be another reason why they didn't have all of the videos on the front page, because they were focusing on what they had on the front page, which is their shorts. Okay. Give me a little bit of that out.
As a specialist DJ, because that's obviously a successful way they've gone, would you then create playlists from the shorts and then make that the focus, because people are quite used to playlists? When I first started looking at this with somebody yesterday to do ours, I didn't realize you could do shorts. I didn't realize you could do podcasts on YouTube neither. Excuse me. Yeah. But would you take all of these now, bearing in mind that these shorts for this site is successful, and make them into a playlist? Because that wouldn't take that long to do, and that would maybe would that lift again potential viewership, being able to use those that way?
It could. I'm not sure that you could put shorts in a playlist, but if you can, definitely. Um,
I've
like I
put
said,
clips into playlists.
say that again.
I've put clips into playlists.
Or clips. When you say clips, what does that mean?
Just short videos. Anything over a minute is not a short.
Right.
So
Right. So that would go into a different category. They were still in the vertical format. They just was over a minute.
yeah.
Okay, I get it. And they will probably show just like a regular video, just horizontal
Mm.
with the
Oh
black
wait, I'm
edges on the
sorry.
side.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Gotcha. And they still would be seen as a short, or if someone was watching on a phone, they wouldn't see the black on the edges. But yeah, that still works. Um, I think, like I said, that when this feature came out in India first, I think it was 2020 when they started talking about shorts in YouTube. Um, it just makes sense for someone to say, yes, I want to be sure that I'm taking full advantage of this feature that apparently YouTube is pushing this feature. So I think that's another point I want everybody to hear, is that there's sometimes that the platforms actually pushes certain features, YouTube with the shorts, and you do have to transition. Not that you abandon the other things that you're doing, but you do kind of have to transition to doing the thing that's new for them. So what's new right now is Joe kind of mentioned it. What's new right now is podcasting, and I think it just released that they're doing RSS feeds. Did you know that, Erica?
I thought they always had RSS feed because I've been using their RSS feeds for a while.
That, well, for their podcasting, it
Okay.
was some of that was just announced. I couldn't tell you all the details because I don't think I all the way understand it. That's why I have to call you and say, okay, Erica, what's this mean? But basically, it'll just automate it a little better. I mean, you can use
Yeah.
automating your podcast.
I have set up a YouTube podcast.
Awesome. Love it. So I think I have one more here that I want to take a look at, and I can't pronounce this one. You guys may have to help me with this one.
Nope.
EKUMFITV.
Let's go
That's
with that.
probably that's probably the best way to do it. Let's see what this channel is about.
Oh, we didn't check to see if anybody was using their community tab.
Okay, we'll check it on this one. Let me see here. So they're all about the cultural heritage of the people in Ukufi. I guess that just came out. Maybe that's it. Telling the stories and sharing the gems politically and socially. So I would really like some more details here on the banner. That could really help. Siri just came up. I don't know what I said to wake her up, but don't need her right now.
Yeah, you're right. If a comfy is a place, a region, a village, and they're trying to tell the story of the location through Comfy TV, then the banner could have something that brings it to life, tell the story in its own life. So straight away, I get it.
And they have their videos, they have their shorts, and then they have popular videos, past live streams, which is cool. This is the first time we saw somebody with live streams. That's really cool. And then they have created a playlist. Maybe so. What if they created a playlist while we were on the show? Like they were watching the show. Say, oh, Strick said we need playlists, but they do have a playlist here, and this playlist has 152 videos. Really cool. The first one has 102 videos. I mean, once you get somebody going down a rabbit hole of watching your stuff, just keep them there. Keep them there. I love it. So they've done a great job. If someone was actually looking, if Google is looking about who and what this channel is all about, I think from what we've seen today, guys, this group, other than the banner here, updating the banner, has done the best job of focusing on who it is and what they do, from my perspective. Tell me what you think.
Yeah, they've clearly broken it down into every single area very, very well. There's obviously somebody who's on this quite a bit. They're very active. Again, there's no thumbnails on a lot of the earlier stuff of what they're doing, but they're covering every single area. What are the numbers there? 1.28K. I mean, I don't know what size the region is or the village or whatever it is they're trying to do, but they certainly it's sending the message out there from the number of videos, playlists, shorts, a couple of lives that they've gotten there as well. They're by far the best in that area that we've seen so far.
So their largest video, almost 8,000 views 2 years ago. And the benefits of New Haben. And I don't do well with pronouncing English words, let alone African words. But apparently that's probably some type of plant or seed that people could use, and, health benefits, especially around the world. Those videos do very well because people want to know all kind of stuff that they could use to be healthy. So that was their largest one. Or most viewed, I should say. I think that if I was looking for information about this cultural place, that I would have enough information here for it to make sense. I mean, they got a video here that's 2 hours long. Like, whatever they were talking about, they have exhausted that for sure. I like the fact that, we're live streamers. I like the fact that they have done some live streaming. That hasn't been didn't look like they did any long live streaming. Well, there's an hour live streaming for an hour here.
I think one of the things that, with your expertise, guys, you might be able to explain that the difference between, so when we go live, like we are live tonight on OneStream Live, is there a difference between live streaming, what we do, and live on YouTube?
People may use it different, Joe, but it shouldn't be a difference.
Because I noticed today that when I went into YouTube this morning, because only 24 hours, and created playlist upload, because I pressed buttons to learn. Because I learned off that off you, my friend.
Right.
You can't break anything. You can only start again. So I pressed the button and it says go live. So I haven't that, but I was thinking at the time that I must ask you tonight, because we set it as one of our many 30, 40 platforms that we can use through OneStream Live. Is there a difference? So I need to have a look at that actually.
So there's not a difference. I mean, people could use it differently. But if you're live, or if you're live on YouTube, you're live streaming. Okay, now how you use that is, there are live streaming that are shoppable live streams. There are live streams that are how-to talking heads. There's so many different ways to do it. You just want to be mindful of what's the best way for you and your audience. I have an idea that, one of the things that I do, the many things that I do, guys, is that I actually produce my wife's radio show. So it's a 2-hour featured radio show each week. So I record her down here in the studio doing her what we call liners. So she or introduce one song or end one song and introduce the next song. And I take all those things and I go to Adobe Auditions and I put them in between the songs. So I'm just like, you know what? This is a creative time. somebody may really like to see me do this and they could ask me questions while I'm actually working. And that would be a live stream, but it's not a how to live stream. Well, I guess it could be how to or how I'm doing this, but it's a totally different concept of Strick is working. So let's just kind of peep over his shoulder while he works and see what he does. And who knows?
Behind the scenes content.
Behind the scene content that could be live or it could be pre-recorded.
And of course, with the fact that OneStream Live has hosted live pages, I think we've just built one of those for one of our small clients, and again, that's live. So actually, every time you go live, it's there. So I think there's a number of different things to explore there, which is quite exciting.
It is. And before we get out of here, you talked a little bit about the site that you're building, and let's just take a look at it real quick. To be honest with you, Joe, I saw this earlier. I love your logo. Like, I'm thinking, man, like, how are these people coming up with these great looking logos? Like, when you think that all the logos are taken, there's Live Stream Solutions with another great one.
I did that one, but I then got somebody on Fiverr to adapt it for me. And in fact, literally, this, like, if you go into it, it's been up since sometime yesterday afternoon. Both of those. So that's one of the clients we've got, building a playlist for them. That's got a thumbnail on it. And that little video there, right? That video is a bouncing version. You can play that. I don't know whether you can play that actually from there. Now you should be able to. Here we go. It's not going to play the sound. It's got sound on it as well. But we brought that to life.
That's awesome.
So just build that. But again, that's got a thumbnail on it. So unfortunately, we're going back in now to on the website for everything. Everything that we do has to mirror everything else. Excuse me. So it's authentic. Everything that we do is going to be simplified. So on the website, which we'll live in a couple of weeks, for example, what we do, we've taken 15 clips, all of which are about 45 or 50 seconds, and we're putting them all together with an opening piece and a closing piece to show what we do. Those will now be able to use 15 separate shorts, which go a cross section. They can then use those repurposed. So everything we do, it's like playing snooker. You're 2 steps ahead. If I'm doing this, what else can I do that for? Guess where I got that from? You good people. I don't have to be clever. I just got to listen. I just got to learn. It's just so much. Sometimes the brain is like, oh my word, I am just so. But simple things like that, for me, I view everything like I'm a user on the ground. But once this is all done, guess what it's going to do? It's going to go to you, Stephen, and I'm going to say, right, rip this apart. Our website, we've got a great guy building that, right? But we're also working with a digital marketing agency in the UK. When the website's done, it's going to them to not rip apart negatively, but looking at it as a client and as an agency to say, right, would you promote this? Because they're part of it. So it's like a 360 degree. Everybody who's involved in what we're doing. Erica, tomorrow, I will run her through the virtual expos. Everything. So make sure that we get it, we use it. Boom. Why wouldn't I? I'm not precious about everything. I just know the people to go to, and I have a dream, and I close my eyes and I can see. And that's why we're putting all of this together. And again, it's underpinned by the academy, which educates and teaches and takes people on that journey that they can do what we can do.
I think that's awesome. Joe, that's really cool that you're have your business that's also connected to an academy. So you're while you're having people come along, you're actually teaching them as well. That's awesome. And I again can't get enough of you working with the one and only Erica Bates. I listen, like I have very, very high regards for this young lady and the wealth of knowledge that she has. If you're not checking out Talk Virtual, you're really, really missing out. A lot of information here, and check out these videos. I love it. I love it. Great thumbnails.
Thank you.
Short.
I struggled with thumbnails for a while.
You got it together. It really does work. Videos. Check her out. I don't see me in one of these videos, Erica. What's going on? Have we not done one of these videos together?
Yes, we have.
Oh, I need to find
You
it.
should be in the lives and the playlist. I'm not. You should also be at the homepage too, but I don't know where.
Oh, this is cool.
I see you on the Father's Day.
There we go.
Mhm.
That was it. That was it. I do remember that. That's awesome. Talk virtual. There you go. So you can catch Erica and come up with. You got your podcast going here too. 88 episodes on one, 28 on the other. Check out the playlist. Okay, there you go. That's how you do it. This is a lot of playlists, Erica.
Yeah. And I just now started putting blog posts in the community.
There it
Ooh.
is.
Ooh, that's interesting, Erica. But just explain that to the viewers who are watching, because again, like a newbie, I got two questions there, but in the community, because I didn't know there was a community within YouTube for that type of thing as well. Could you explain that very briefly, if that's okay?
So I think you have to be on like so many hours or so many months before you get the community tab. And you can also have people pay to be a part of your community. But I just started, so I figure I should do something. Have you guys heard of Glass?
I haven't.
Okay, so Glass is a free Chrome extension. Glass puts a little ChatGPT icon on your videos or other videos, and you click it. It takes your transcript to ChatGPT, and you ask Chat. You can do this ahead of time. Would you make this video transcript a blog post or a YouTube description? Have key takeaways or do the minutes, whatever, the timestamps.
Right.
So Chat does all of that for me. So when I asked it to do the blog post, I put that into the community, but I only put one in there.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
I use this software called, well, it's not a software, it's an app. It's AI as well, called Pod Squeeze, that does all of that. But so now you're saying Glasp?
Yep.
Is with a P on the end?
GLASP. Yep. It's a free Google Chrome extension.
Well, that'll save me a couple of bucks.
Yeah.
You know, I really wanted Cast Magic, but I couldn't figure out if I needed it because I was using Glass and ChatGPT so much.
And how are you doing your podcast? How does that work now? Because again, that's the new thing I've not come across before in YouTube.
So what podcast?
It's just a playlist.
Yeah, it's just another. You got it. It's just another button you press to make it it's a playlist, and then another button you press to make it a podcast. So you can take any video that you have recorded, and just say that. Yeah. So the Streamers Hub on OneStream Live's YouTube channel could be then clicked on as a podcast, and people that are looking for podcasts, it could just show up in that as a search as well.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
But nothing is different, not just audio, not just video. So it's audio and video that you can watch. So Spotify's done the same thing where their videos could be podcasts as well. So everybody's, they're trying to get that audience any way they can.
I think it's really, really good that YouTube has gone to this multi-functioning. It's hitting different buttons, either written through the community with the blogs, the podcast for audio, and the video. So that's a big game changer. It's almost 2.0 on YouTube.
Yeah.
Maybe I've come at the right time.
Hey, there's a lot going on, and I'm one of those kind of people, like from a world perspective, I do believe that we're going to have a great 2024, 2025, that things are just going to continue to grow. And regardless of where you start, if you can just get started somewhere, putting some videos up and using some of these small things that we talked about today to help you be visible to your potential audience, I think you do just fine. So the big thing is being consistent, and you can't be consistent for a month. Can't just be consistent for a year. Your consistency has to be with years with the S on the end to really make some real impact. So I'll be honest with you, if you get started with YouTube, you should really have a 5 to 7 year plan for it. That's just me being honest. Have people exploded within a year? Yes, there's some channels that exploded within a year, but that's not the norm. Not the norm. All right. So, hey, Erica, since you're big on the screen now, I do see on your YouTube channel Thursdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is that where and when people can connect with you?
I want to say yes, but I fell off myself. I've gone to seasons now, so I will not put out a new episode until fall and winter. But I'm starting again with winter in January.
There you go. January, we can look forward to some more Talk Virtual.
That's right.
Awesome. How about you, Joe? As you're building these clients here, you got a lot going on your end.
Yeah, we have. We're hoping by the end of December that livestreamsolutions.org, which will combine both the solutions, the live streaming as a service capability, brand storytelling, and the academy, will all be live. So 2024 is really exciting. And wait, I can't ship really now, but wait, the virtual expos, that's why I'm reaching out to people. But we've got another thing called Chronicles of a Lifetime, which is a 4-part that we can record of a member of your family of their life history.
Oh man, I love that.
So there's a whole pile of things coming, so that we're really, really excited about that. We got a 9-part series, myself and Stephen Healy, the great Stephen Healy, on OneStream Live as well, called The Dummy's Guide to Live Streaming, 9 30-minute episodes, which covers everything, but in a very simplified way. And one of our team, David Toppin, was originally a guest, co-host, host, trained now as a producer director, and he is the living emphasis of how you can take somebody from nothing and end up like Erica Bates or DJ Strick.
There you go. Well, Joe, thank you for saying that. Erica and Joe, thank you guys for hanging out in the panel tonight. We got our panelists all over the place. Holidays here in the States, so people are doing some family things. So hopefully really, really soon, and maybe January, we can get everybody back on the stream together, hanging out with us. That being said, guys, again, thank you. And I will see you next Monday. Is another opportunity for you to be in the Streamers Hub, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You got me, DJ Strick. Again, that's in the Streamers Hub. Hey, this is DJ Strick, and I've had an awesome time with you today. Thank you for watching another edition of the Streamers Hub right here on OneStream Live.